Hey, what is going on, Dolphins fans? Welcome back to the Fins Up Network. It's Ben Morgan, and in today's video, as we continue to preview and get set for Patriots Week, it's three of the top keys for victory, and not just any old victory. We're talking an important divisional game to kick off the season, start 1-0, give you that ammo for your Monday morning water cooler talk. But real quick, before I dive into my three keys, I want to hear yours. Drop your top keys to victory in the comments below. And I don't want to hear like, we got to score more points. Get a little bit more creative than that. Give me a little bit of insight. Put that brain to work. Let's cover all bases here as we get set for the New England Patriots. But the first one on my list, I have no particular order. I just have three. Pressuring Mac Jones. Look, pressuring the quarterback, always important. I could make that on this list on a weekly basis, but here's why it's extra important this week. Remember who's on the Miami Dolphins PUP list? You know it, Byron Jones. So we're going to be rolling out some guys at corner that don't have near as much in-game experience. These guys are going to be asked to lock down these New England Patriots wide receivers if the Dolphins want to unleash their entire defensive package, especially in regards to blitzing. So the quicker we can get to Mac Jones, especially if we're only bringing four, the less time we'll need these less experienced, and I'll even say less trusted cornerbacks to hang with these wide receivers. You get to Mac Jones, you get him rattled, you work in the blitzes so that he sees a bunch of different looks, and let's not let an inferior opponent get the best of us in week one. Let's roll right into number two, because this is a super important one in my opinion. Neutralizing Matt Judon. Look, Matt Judon has been a really, really good edge rusher since he came into the league in 2016. And then last year, he ends up in New England as a free agent. Basically, the one place I didn't want to see him land in free agency. Kind of wanted him to become a Dolphin. He goes ahead and he sets a career high in sacks with 12 and a half. Now, if you watch him quite often, he's going to be rushing off the offensive line's right side. Guess who's over there? You guessed it. Austin Jackson draws the assignment as he's been trusted and awarded the job this year of protecting Tua's blind side. So this matchup makes me nervous. A lot of Austin Jackson matchups make me nervous, but especially one against a good edge rusher like Mac Judon. So while Judon definitely has the advantage in this like head-to-head matchup, you know Mike McDaniel is aware of the situation, and he's got to have a plan to neutralize it. In my opinion, the ways he does that, first, you know that the tight end position needs to block in this scheme, so we'll likely see a lot of Durham Smythe on that side, helping with double teams on Judon. Second, we got a fullback now. Expect to see Alec Ingold helping with some chips in pass protection as well. And lastly, if you can establish the run, especially to Matt Judon's side, that's going to make him play a little bit more honest. He's going to have to be more disciplined coming off the edge rather than just trying to cruise around Austin Jackson on a regular basis. So it's no secret that Miami wants to run the ball more this year and run it more effectively. And I think we see a concentrated effort on that earlier, which bleeds in perfectly to my third and final key. Unleashing Chase Edmonds and Raheem Mostert. And I know as Dolphins fans, we're still kind of on that high of watching Tua and the ones kind of have their way with that Eagles defense in the last preseason game a couple weeks back. We would want nothing more than to see the deep ball fireworks again. I get that, but I think a big key in Sunday's game is going to be getting the run game going. And honestly, it pains me to say this next thing, but I got to give credit when it's due. The Patriots have some pretty damn good safeties. Devin McCourty, Adrian Phillips, Kyle Duggar, and Jabril Peppers. So while it would be nice to beat them like a drum all day over the top, I don't think we can simply count on Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle and their speed and big playability to be the thing that puts us over the edge in this game. Get the run game going, force the linebackers and the safeties to have to creep up, and then hopefully you can take the top off with that home run ball at some point in the game. But the run game will open up play action for this offense, which is going to be huge if this offense wants to reach its potential in 2022. And then we can start getting into that mastermind of Mike McDaniel as a play caller where all the formations kind of blend together. They look very similar. We get the defense constantly guessing between run and pass. And if you think about last year's week 18 matchup, the win over the Patriots, the Dolphins ran for 195 yards on 43 carries. Now, I don't really think we need to duplicate those numbers exactly in order to win. But if you see Miami creeping into that 30-ish carry range, it means things are probably going pretty well in the Dolphins' favor. So those are my top three for the game against the Patriots, but I want to hear yours as well. Like I said, make sure you are dropping those in the comments. And if you haven't done so, make sure you are clicking subscribe. Ooh, easy for me to say. Clicking subscribe, because we are going to be doing all sorts of Dolphin coverage all throughout the season, the same way we've been doing throughout the offseason. I've actually got one final preview video to drop before Sunday's game against the Patriots. That's where I will be giving my final thoughts and my official prediction with the score. So stay tuned for that. That's my time for today, Miami Dolphins fans. And until next time, fins up.